Hello, my name is Michael Farnworth and I'm the author of this book. The book is called Crowwood Wargaming Guides. That's a new series, Modelling and Painting World War II German Military Figures. The first chapter, Research and Planning. It takes you through the process to choose a period that interests you, decide on the type of game you're interested in, what level of game, whether it's a skirmish game or a company level game, then how to choose the figure size, the rules you want, and then make a small list of a starter army, choose the figures, buy them, build and paint and play with a small amount, and then decide how to expand and carry on from there. Then there's a short summary of World War II in 800 words to give you a little bit of orientation. Advice on war games. Chapter 2 is German uniforms and equipment, and this chapter goes into quite a lot of detail about the different garments and then the insignia, and then the field equipment including self-pan and weapons. Chapter 3, that is a special section. This is based on an article I did 10 years ago, but it's been expanded and I've commissioned Robert Moss to do a lot of special diagrams for me, so you can actually see very well. It's easy for a painter to see how the garments should actually look, and this gives you a history of the camouflage patterns and which garments were made in which pattern. Chapter 4 is Materials and Tools. This section describes different ways that figures are manufactured, and it also describes a lot of paints and other materials in quite a lot of detail, and this is very helpful, particularly if you're coming back into the hobby, because if you were doing this as a teenager you would have been using enamel paints, and now most people are using acrylic paints. A lot about how to choose tools, explanation of adhesives, explanation of basing, different types and options that are available to you, including laser cut MDF and moulded plastic. Then we come to Chapter 5. Chapter 5 is Building and Painting Techniques, and here there's a sequence and then examples of building plastic figures from bolt action and from Perry figures, and also plastic soldier 15mm figures, showing that you can paint a Airfix 1/32 scale plastic figure, which most people regard as it can't be painted, but they can. Processing of metal figures, including drilling and pinning, flattening the base, then the whole sequence of basing, undercoating and priming, preparing the figure with some highlights over the undercoat, and then techniques for adding colour, with examples from, for example, here we have Rafa, here we have Kevin Dallimore. So different sequences are explained, including things like dip methods, a lot of time-saving tips for if you want to paint a whole army quickly, then detail about painting faces, adding insignia, large section about basing and picking a theme for basing, and then how to make bases, colour them for deserts or to ordinary terrain, snow, foliage, leaves, etc. Chapter 6. Chapter 6 is a recipe book, and I took the idea of this from a Jamie Oliver cookbook. So you have the ingredients, a reference to what should be in those colours, then the step-by-step painting guides and pictures of the finished article, and there are recipes for a lot of things. from artillery to military police, Africa Corps, camouflage gear, and there are some examples from Rafa, from Sasha Herm, from Bruce McRae, some really good examples to get your teeth in. All the camouflage patterns are explained, and then the book is finished off with further reading, which gives you a summary of books that have been used in the research for this, and a list of the suppliers and a glossary of terms, and all this is for £20.